is Farren Young. We're at Nettleton High School, and I coach men's and women's soccer. I'm from Nettleton. I actually went to Nettleton School, kindergarten through 12th grade. Love to play sports. I played basketball, fast and slow pitch softball, tennis, I ran track, I was a cheerleader. I did it all but soccer and volleyball. I went from one season to the next. When school started, we started with cheer and slow pitch softball, and from there we went straight into basketball. From basketball, it was fast pitch season, tennis season, and track all at the same time. I was usually at school till around 6 or 7 o'clock. When I was in high school, we didn't have a soccer team. I was recruited to go play at ICC for basketball and softball. My softball coach was the soccer coach, and she asked me to come out there and try soccer, so I gave it a shot. I played for 2 years. The principal found out that I had a 2-year background in soccer, and she came running to me. I was asked by the athletic director and the principal to coach men's and women's soccer because the head coach for men's and women's soccer stepped down and was just wanting to teach. I managed to do all three because the same coach was the coach for all three, and so we would have like an hour and a half practice for one of them, and then we would go to the next one. A little bit about Nettleton. It's a small town. We have about 2,000, a little over 2,000 people. We're a 3A school. Everybody knows everybody. If you blink when you're driving in, you're gonna miss it.
That's just the way we've been doing it.
But no, it ain't. Said it wrong. When we did it last time, that person right there played defense.
You know, stop being so.
I'll go get the paper in the building and show you. That's how we did it.
All right. See? Now go, Jay. Yeah, amazing. I knew that one.
November of 2016, I was hired on at Nettleton. I started out as an assistant basketball coach for high school. The next year, I was the head junior high basketball coach. I was still the assistant basketball coach. I worked with a girl that I went to college with, Shelly Walters. She ended up leaving and going to Hatley. Basically, the athletic director and the principal came up to me and they're like, "Coach, we need to build up a program and we think you're perfect for the job. You know Nettleton, you know people in Nettleton, and we really think you can take this and make it your own and build us a great soccer program." I said, "Let me think about it." So they came back about a month later and was like, "Coach, we really need a soccer coach. We really want you to be the coach." And I was like, "I coach basketball." And they were like, we know. Think about it." I was like, "All right, I'll think about it." About another month later, come back again. At this point, I'm like, nobody but God sending them. So I was like, you know what? Let me go home. I'll pray about it tonight. I said, I'm going to come back in the morning and I'll give you an answer. So in the morning, I came back. I went straight to the office and I said, "I'll be your soccer coach." And that's all she wrote. I got to do it for the kids. Well, basketball is very different from soccer. You have a different type of player in both places. I try to do things that the kids like to do. If you're doing things that they're interested in, it keeps them interested. We do a group me to where we can communicate with the kids as a group. So I like to ask them a lot, "Hey, you know, what do you think we need to work on? What are some drills that you like to do?" And that way I can keep them more interested in practice because they're doing what they want to do, not just what I want them to do. My door's always open though. If a kid, you know, wants to talk one-on-one, even if they want to talk about life, not just about soccer, they know my door's always open. Communication, especially with the players, communication with the assistant coach. You know, I always like to communicate with her, "Hey, what do you think?" I like to involve everybody, you know, want to make everybody happy. I mean, I do, like in basketball, I had kids, I played softball with their parents, with their mom, obviously. Played basketball with a few of them. Ran track with a few, cheered with some. So knowing the parents kind of helps out with, you know, knowing the kid. So that's another thing that helps out a lot when coaching the kids here in Nettleton. What do I expect from my team for practice? I expect them to get out here in a timely manner. I expect them to have, you know, clothes, equipment, everything they need for that practice ready. And I expect them to come out here and give me their all every single day. I know there's going to be days where some of them don't feel good, and I get that. There's days I don't feel good, but I'm still going to come out here and try to give everything I can, so I expect them to do the same.
You're good. You're passing in front of her. That's all that matters. Passing in front. Good, Jay. Good, Cohen.
Benefits right now for my girls team. Well, we started off a little rough. We weren't communicating very well. In our last game, I felt like we communicated great. We passed the ball great. We were spreading the field out. We were setting up our triangles because soccer is a game of triangles. The boys, as far as their assets go, they're very driven. They want to work hard. They want to get better. Last game, our drop balls, our passes, our spacing, it wasn't there. So hopefully we can come together and work on that and make that better and win some games. We have had, I don't know how long the soccer program's been here. Now this is our first season to play on this field. We've been playing on the football field. And as you can see, we're not completely finished with it yet. We don't have a scoreboard. We don't have a second dugout, and we don't have a fence up in front of the bleachers. But, you know, hopefully, as the years progress, you know, we'll get that started. We just got the lights up this year, so everybody that's come so far, they've said how nice it was. So I can only imagine what it's going to look like when we're finished. How to start coaching a sport that I've never coached. I came in with an open mind, an open heart, and an open attitude because I knew everything was going to be completely different. Coaching an outside sport from an inside sport, you know, dealing with the cold weather. That was my big issue about coming out here. I hated the cold. We started practicing in June, and we would go 3 days a week. Girls and boys would practice separately 2 days a week, and then 1 day a week we would come together and we would do something fun. So 1 week we did a co-ed kickball game. 1 week we did a water balloon day where we came out and we threw water balloons. We did a dodgeball. So, you know, you got to make it fun. If you make it fun for them, they're going to work harder for you. As far as us getting better since day one, yes, our touches are getting better. Our passes are getting better, we're communicating better, we're starting to mesh better. So I can't wait to see, you know, how well things are going to be in the future, as long as we keep working together and doing the things that we need to do. Being a team, that's correct. Family.
I bet. What are we doing? Let's go!
Get a quick water break and you can scrimmage till Coach Sweat gets here.
Fingers on the same team.
My style of coaching and motivation and cheering on. Monday night we were at Ripley, and one of my kids scored, and my outside midfielder, she ran along there, and I kind of looked at her and I was like, hey, it's your turn. I was like, you're scoring next. That motivated her, that made her want to score. 10, 15 minutes later, she scored. And I'm on the sideline, she's coming back, and she was like, I did it, and I was like, I told you, you were next.
It's a new day at MaxxSouth. We are excited to share some great news. In our continued effort to support Mississippi businesses, MaxxSouth is now offering local advertising support. Through high-quality programming, we combine traditional television and premium digital advertising, allowing your multimedia campaign to reach your targeted audience at any time on any device. Call MaxxSouth Media Sales today at 662-701-8628.
Nettleton's biggest rival has really always been Amory. They're just right up the road. They're in the same division as us. I know last year the boys played Shannon. I think they beat them. We have played Shannon this year. We mercy ruled them. So there was like 2 or 3 minutes left in the girls' game, and 10 minutes into the second half of the boys' game, we mercy ruled them. But every single kid on my team got to play that night, so it wasn't like I just kept my starters out there and was like, hey, let's go beat them. My junior high kids got to play. As far as Amory goes, I'm pretty sure they beat us last year. From what I understand, they lost a lot of kids, so hopefully this year we'll be able to give them some better competition.
Family.
I need y'all to be quiet. Listen, hey, great job today, guys, okay? All right, tomorrow we have New Hope. We're going to leave dismiss from class at 1:30. I thought everybody brought a good attitude to practice today. Let's all come out ready to go tomorrow, all right? Yes, ma'am. Family on me! Family on three! 1, 2, 3!
Game day means to me, it's funny that you asked that. Everybody's hyped up, sending me messages in the group me, game day coach. Have a couple of kids that send out inspiration, you know, hey, it's a game day, ladies, let's get our game face on. The guys, they're even doing it, which I've never coached a guy sport, so it's really impressive that, you know, we go home after a not so good practice or a not so good game, and I have kids in the group me, and they're like, hey guys, you know, I didn't play my best game today, but we're going to come back and we're going to practice tomorrow and we're going to get that much better. And I promise I will be better tomorrow. So, I mean, it's just the kids, you know, hyping each other up. You know, they're always ready. What I think makes a good high school coach is somebody that's going to be there every day, somebody that's going to listen, somebody that don't always put their needs first. They put the team's needs in front of theirs. Somebody that's going to support their kids. Just in general, just be there with them, communicate with them. Somebody that's going to have structure, you know, build a program that could possibly be a championship program.